When you're on the job, your foreman is the man directly in charge of you. This means that it is very important to make sure he is pleased with your performance. Although supervisors may come out to the job site to see how you're doing, for the most part, the foreman is the one who will be reporting to the boss how you're performing in the field. The better you perform, the quicker you advance your career and boost your salary. This means that you must show the foreman that you know what you're doing and you're doing a good job. If you mess up and the foreman calls you out on it, make sure you fix your mistakes and do your best to avoid ever making the mistake again. Now, I have a quick story to tell about how I pissed off one of my foremen and how I redeemed myself. As I described before, the company I worked for would rotate crews around so everyone would get switched. One day I was assigned to a foreman I had never worked for before. His name was Raymond, and from what I heard from the other guys, he was the hardest foreman to work for. When I met Raymond, he seemed very nice. I could not picture him being a challenging person to appease. I helped him load his truck with another laborer named Michael, and then we were on our way to the job site. When we got to the job site, Michael and I unloaded the truck while Raymond set up the ladder and began to inspect the roof. After we did the tear-off on the roof and placed the underlying boards down, while the other men in the crew were working on applying the boards, Michael and I cleaned up all the excess materials from the tear-off. We dumped all the scrap metal and other waste onto a tarp to catch it in the trash in the back of a dump truck. When we finished all of this, it was just about time for lunch, so we went and got off the roof and asked Raymond what he would like us to do. Raymond told us to go take lunch, which we did. When we got back, I could tell by the look on Raymond's face that he was angry about something. As we approached him, he asked, "Why did we throw the metal in the back of the dump?" We explained that none of the metal was valuable, so we figured we should just go with the rest of the trash. Raymond told us personally that he'd like to go through the metal if there was anything he would want. Michael and I reluctantly decided to unload the scrap metal that was worth nothing out of the truck. We told Raymond that we did this, and he had his fair time looking over the metal before he told us to load it all back into the trash. I learned a very important lesson that day, and it is not that Raymond was an awful foreman. I learned that Raymond was a very specific and decisive leader, and he wanted to be in complete control. See, what Michael and I should have done is we should have asked Raymond what he wanted loaded into the dumpster instead of assuming all the trash like we had done in the past. When working for someone, it is of the utmost importance to know what they want from you and not what you think will get the job done faster. Even if this means bothering your foreman with petty questions, it can save you a lot of time and help you in the long run. So, when you carry out throughout your career, remember to ask questions when you're not clear, and always measure twice and cut once.